Hi, welcome to Camlish.com. I'm teacher Emmy, and I'm going to be your teacher in learning the English language easily. The title of our book is Classroom English. This is a practical guide to teaching English through English. Our discussion will start from page 280. Alright, so on this page we're already on lesson number 85. And the topic is reading with questioning 1. Okay, so we have here an overview of the teacher's language. Starting from the first one, let's read. Here's a way to remember what you read. When you read, ask yourself questions about the story. Why do you think we would do that? There are 5 basic questions to ask yourself when you read. How many questions? So the questions are who, what, when, where, and why. Okay, so those are the overview of the teacher's language regarding the topic reading with questioning 1. Now let us proceed to the dialogue part so we can better understand those sentences. So the dialogue starts with the teacher saying, let's read, it's hard to remember everything we read, isn't it? Okay, then the students, yes. Teacher, well, here's a way to remember what you read. When you read, ask yourself questions about the story. Why do you think we would do that? Students, to understand. Teacher, right. To understand the story, we should ask ourselves some questions. There are 5 basic questions to ask yourself when you read. Okay, how many questions? Students, 5 questions. Teacher, good. First, who are the people in the story? Second, what is the story about? Third, when did it happen? Fourth, where did it happen? Finally, why did something happen? So the questions are who, what, when, where, and why. Now let's review. Who can tell me what the 5 questions are? Then some students raised their hands. Yes, Jiho? Jiho said, who, what, when, where, why. Teacher, great. Now let's read the story. Alright, so that's the end of the dialogue part. Now let us go to the other expressions. Starting with the first one, we have here the sentence, here's a way to remember what you read, or what you read. Okay? Another way of saying that is, let's look at a way to remember what you read. I'm going to show you a way to remember what you read. Or if it's in a question form, would you like to learn a way to remember what you read? Okay, now let us go to number 2. Ask yourself questions about the story. Another way of saying that is, let's ask ourselves some questions about the text. Or you can ask yourself questions about the content. Number 3 we have here, why do you think we would do that? Another way of asking the question is, why might we want to do that? Why might it be helpful to do that? Or why do you think we might do that? Okay, so those are the other expressions that we could also use in the dialogue part. And here below you can see in this box is the Korean translation of the dialogue that we've just read a while ago. And on this page you can see here an important note that you need to read about. The topic is advantages of teaching interactively. Okay, so don't forget how to read and understand what you've read by asking yourself the 5 questions: what, who, when, where, and why. Okay? So that will be all for this video. Thank you for listening. I'm Teacher Emmy. See you in our next video lesson. Goodbye.